over the hedge, over the hedge. So over the hedge, if you haven't seen it, was basically, what was it about? Wait, wait, okay. So first off, it's the main characters are basically a bunch of animals, and it's like, oh my god, I'm terrible at describing things, but they're basically are like, you know what? I'm going to look up the definitions. Okay, so I did a video where I talked to you guys about my favorite TV shows, and I had to look up the definitions because I was really not good at describing them. So I'll be back. I'm gonna go get my phone. I'll be back. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. So it turns out my phone is actually dead. So I can't read the description or look up the description, but I'm gonna try to do my best to explain. So, from what I can remember, it was so the main character is, I think, the raccoon, and basically the beginning of the movie is like, okay, so the bear, okay, there was a bear, and he had a bunch of like hibernation food, I think, and the raccoon ended up eating all of his food, but the bear was like, while the bear was like sleeping, and the bear ended up finding out, right? And then the raccoon was like scared for his life, and the bear was basically telling him like, if you don't like bring back all my food, like somehow like give me back all that food that I had in a certain amount of time, like he was gonna eat him or whatever. It sounds so sad, like bad for like a kid's movie. Anyway, so yeah, and then basically he went like the raccoon found like, oh, I think those already his friends. I don't know. Basically, these other animals, like a bunch of different animals, like I think there's like a skunk, a turtle, there's like a bunch of different other animals, and basically he took them on this like adventure to basically go get all of the bear's food, but he didn't like tell them. I don't think he told them like that the food that they were getting was for the bear. Like he made it seem like it was like a team effort, like they're just gonna get a bunch of food, right? But like it was really just for him, you know, like for the bear. Anyway, but basically they were getting all the food from like the humans, like, so they were going across like all like obviously far from their area, and like over like the hedge, I guess, and they were going into the humans' neighborhoods and going in their houses and like sneaking in and getting their food, and it was just an adventure and everything. So yeah, I am really bad at explaining, but it's really good actually. I really still like that movie. Anyway, yeah, but I don't know. It was really good though. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like a lot of like, it was a lot going on. It was a lot of chaos, but it was good. Anywho, oh wait, also, and there was this like pet lady, like I don't know, wait, what are they called? Okay, well, basically people that get rid of animals and insects and all that, and basically the lady kept trying to like end them and like get the animals like put away or like sent away because she was tired of them like getting in people's houses and, you know, all that. So it was actually really good. Anywho, let's move on to the next movie. Oh wait, I didn't eat any of my hot Cheetos. Let me get one. Sorry if I'm being loud. Okay. Anyway, okay, so what's the next movie? So these are gonna be like really random, so like don't expect any like particular order. But what's one? Okay, let's Like, it's not on anything. I literally swear it's not on anything. If you know, like, if it's on something, let me know, please, like, in the comments. If my comments are not disabled. But yeah, it's such a good movie though. I just remember Barbie being turned into a swan at some point, and it was like a really dramatic story. And it was sad, but it was like really good. I can't remember like really what it was about fully, but yeah, it was really good. That was my favorite. And then my other favorite Barbie movie was Barbie and the Diamond Castle. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I also love that movie a lot. It's really good, like really good. I think, okay, so it was about these two like best friends, and like they lived in like this little like cottage, and like I don't know, it was like this really like nice area, I guess. And it was like a bunch of flowers and everything around. It was just like really cute and stuff. But I don't remember like what happened or like why there was like, okay, well basically there was this like evil lady that wanted to like destroy them for some reason. I can't remember why. I see, this is why I'm terrible at explaining things. But this lady wanted to destroy them, and like they basically were like, I don't, okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at this. I feel really bad because I feel like if you haven't seen these movies, you're gonna be like, why did you like this when you were little? But like, I promise you they were good. I'm just not good at explaining stuff. But I promise you they were good. Sorry. I promise you they're so good. Just look it up for yourself and watch it, honestly. Don't even take my word for it. Just look it up for yourself. But it was really good. They went on an adventure, basically to find this diamond castle, I think. Or not to... What was the adventure? Okay, well, I can't explain it, but it was good. Yeah, they went on an adventure. That's all I can say. Anyway, okay, the next Barbie movie that I loved when I was little was Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper. Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper. So I love this movie so much. So this movie was about these two girls that were completely different, and like one of the girls was a princess and the other one was like a pauper, and she basically worked in like a shop where I think she just designed clothes, I think, or like sewed I don't know, she did something with clothes, and the other one was like a princess. But they ended up meeting, and like they wanted each other's lives. Like they found each other's lives more interesting, and like, you know, like they how do I explain it? They were more interested in each other's lives than their own, and they wanted to like switch places, and like they like switch places, but like I can't explain it. It was just like such a good movie. Like I really liked it. Anyway, yeah. Okay, let me get another chip. I hope you guys didn't click off the video by now. Please don't click off. I'm sorry. Also have some water with me because I know I wasn't going to be okay if I didn't get any water, but anyway. Oops. Sorry, I'm trying not to be loud. just like this, I don't know, they were basically, it was a movie about these like fairies, and again, I can't remember the problem, and I don't remember the conflict or why it was started or what happened, but they went on an adventure, and they were, I don't know, it was really good though. I don't know, I'm sorry, oh my god, sorry about that. It was really good, I promise you, it's good. Anyway, it was good, but like I got tired of it after a while because it was like I watched it so many times, I got tired of it. But anyway, okay, next. Okay, so the next movie that I just thought of right now was a Polly Pocket movie, and I kind of don't remember the full title. It was like Polly Pocket something adventure, I think. But it was so good. Like I used to watch it literally like every day. Because I had this pink what is it called? DVD player or VC, what is it called? Oh my god, I can't talk. What is it called? Whatever. But I basically used to keep the DVD and like I used to keep it in there like all day because I knew as soon as I came home from school or like doing whatever, I would just play it. So yeah. mom's permission. Like, she bought it behind her back, and then she basically was like all happy and stuff, and she had it because like all her friends had it, and she was like showing them, and they were like, oh, like, oh, that's cool, but they didn't really care about it anymore because it was like, you know, it's like done now, it's like old now. And anyway, so then she basically started getting like bad luck. Like, she couldn't get rid of the bracelet because she felt guilty, but she couldn't get rid of it. Like, it kept like following her around somehow. Like, everywhere she went, it was like there somehow, you know. Anyway, I think I'm missing someone's story. Oh, Jade's story was like, I don't know, she had like she was like at these at an amusement park again. There was like this ride that she was going on, and no, that all of her friends wanted to go on, and she just didn't find it scary at all. Like, she was like, this is not even scary, like, this is a baby's ride. And they're like, I'm telling you, this is like so scary, you're gonna be so scared. And she was like, yeah, whatever, right? And then she was like going on the ride, and then it started to get weird, and like her friends started turning into these like monster things. At first she thought it was like a part of the ride, so she was like, you know, like, oh my god, like very funny. But then she was like, oh, like, you guys are like really, like, you know, they turned into monsters. And then she was like really scared, and yeah, and all that jazz. But then like towards the like middle of the movie, I think stuff started going weird, and then their friend Ginger was like, I think she was missing or something. Like, she left the room, and stuff started being weird, and then everything was empty, and she couldn't find her or the parents or anything, and then they couldn't find her. So yeah, it was just a really good movie. Sorry, that was like really long description. You can tell that that was one of my favorites because I remember it so vividly. But anyway, enough of that movie. It was really good. So I also liked another movie, not as much, but it was like Bratz Babies, and it was like they had superpowers, and they were just like a bunch of babies with the superpowers. I don't know, it was really good though. Anyway, the next movie that I have always loved, and I still do, is Coraline. Oh wait, sorry, before I continue. also met a kid, another, his name is YB. But she met this kid, while she was there. She thought he was weird because, he's kind of strange, and, but in a good way, but, you know, she thought he was weird, and he kind of, I don't know, she just doesn't really like him, but anyway, so she finds this, like, door, like, it's a small door, hidden behind a wallpaper in, I think, the living room, I don't know, of her house. So she finds a small door and she's like confused, like what the heck, like what is this, what does this lead to? So basically, she tells her mom about it, and she tries to tell her, like, it was like, yeah, she tries to tell her mom, like, could you, like, help me, like, get this open? So anyway, her mom finds this, like, key that has, like, a button on the end of it, and she basically opens it, and basically it's just, like, bricks behind it, so it's not, like, actually a room or anything. So she was, like, disappointed, but, you know, she got over it. Anyway, fast forward, so she ends up, like, at night, I think, these, like, little mice started, like, they were in her room, and then they, sorry, there's, like, I don't know why, I just now noticed that. Okay, but anyway, you know, whatever. So, so, like, these mice, were in her room, and they basically were, like, going down back to that door, like, leading her back to that door. So she went back to the door, and she opened it, and it was, like, a tunnel, like, well, not, like, an actual tunnel, like, not underground, but, like, I don't know what texture, I don't know how to explain that, but it was, like, a tunnel, some type of tunnel, and it was, like, blue and pink and all that stuff, and it looked, like, colorful, and she basically, went down, she went in there, and she basically saw that it was, like, the house, what she found at the end of the tunnel was literally her house, like, it was the same house. So she was like, why did I just go back into my house? But everything just looked better, like, it was more new, it was just a lot better, and, you know, and then she went in the kitchen and she found someone, and it was her mom, but it wasn't really her mom, because it was this lady that looked just like her mom, but better, and she was, like, cooking and everything, right? But she had button eyes. So it was like, she was like, what? Like, she was like, oh my god, like, she was, like, shocked and stuff, but she had button eyes. And then basically, let me just sum it up, I'm sorry. So basically, this house, like, this world is not the same world, like, everything is better, it's the same. So it's, like, literally, like, a replica, it's, like, the same everything, but better. So like, she gives her whatever she wants, basically, but she's evil because that's how she, like, what's the word, lures, I don't know, that's how she gets, like, you, like, trapped, like, she gives you whatever you want, and she does everything that your parents couldn't do for you, but then she, like, traps you. So it's, like, actually, like, terrifying, but, like, it's so good. Like, I'm sorry, that took so long for me to explain, but that was so good. So that's a movie that I love and am obsessed with. Anyway, on to the next movie. So the next movie is Matilda. So this movie she finds out actually that she has powers, so superpowers. So she literally has actual powers, and she uses them to, like, she's not, I can't explain it because I'm just so bad at explaining stuff, but she basically finds out that she has powers, and she finds out how to use them and work them, and she, it ends up really good. Like, she ends up getting, like, adopted and everything by another person that definitely deserves her way more than her family, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just so bad at explaining things. But anyway, it's such a good movie. That is a great movie. But if you get sad easily, like, I don't know, it's sad, but I don't know. It's definitely sad, but it's so good. It's like one of those movies. But yeah. Sorry. Sorry about that. Also, sorry, I don't know what that was. Also, this is unrelated. Oh my god, what is going on with me? This is unrelated, but today my dad took me and my brother to get some, well, yeah, I had this strawberry milk tea with strawberry bursting boba inside, and it was so good. It was my first time having, like, well, I had like bursting boba before, but not like in like a milk tea, you know. So it was really good. It was so good. Anyway, I just wanted to, like, say that because I was thinking about it. Anyway, so okay, what's the next movie? Let's think. There's so many, honestly. Oh, okay. The next movie. Sorry, I keep itching. The next movie that was definitely one of my favorites is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I actually don't think I fully watched the original one, which I think was called Willy Wonka and something. I don't know, Willy Wonka. I don't know. But Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was my favorite. My favorite. So it's kind of hard to sum this up, I feel like, but it's basically about how do you sum this up? I'm so bad at this. It's not okay. Well, basically this little boy. Oh yeah. So basically it's about this little boy and his family, and he lives with his mom, dad, I think his grandma, Matthew scraped up a little bit of money so he can go and get some. And a couple of times he wasn't lucky, like we didn't find a golden ticket. But then eventually he ended up finding one, and like his family was like really excited and everything. So basically, if you find one, you're invited to come to chocolate factory. So it's like a huge factory, and so he ends up going with, along with like, I think there's like this one kid that's like really bad. He's like, I don't know, he's like one of the bad kids, like the crazy kids, and he like loves video games, but like that's all he cares about. And he's just like, I don't know. And then there's like this one little girl that's like, her name is Violet, and she is like, she calls herself like the bubblegum champion or whatever. Like it's actually kind of disgusting, but she says she like can hold on to a piece of gum, like she'll keep chewing it for a long periods of time, but it's like, I don't know, it was like a really disgusting record. But anyway, and then who else was there? Oh, there's this other kid, and he just basically eats like a bunch of chocolate and stuff. And there's like, I feel like there's someone else. Okay, there might be someone else, but I don't know. But anyway, so it's like all these other families, well, like 5 other families, I think, that are going along with them. Oh, sorry, and then there's this rich little girl. So like, yeah, she's rich, and she's like really spoiled and stuff. But yeah, so there's her. And anyway, so they're invited, and like, they just, I don't know, it's just like a lot of crazy stuff happens when they get in there, and it's just unexpected and crazy. But that was one of my favorite movies ever. It's still one of my favorites. Actually, all of the movies I've mentioned is still my favorite. I don't think like I'll ever stop liking them. But yeah, I don't know how many I have left. I might be missing some, but I don't know. Let's have a think. Am I missing? I feel like there's more. Okay, I can't really think of any more, but I just feel like there's something else that I'm missing. I'm gonna be really mad after I end the video and I think of it. That always happens to me. Like, I forget to mention something, and I remember it right after I stop recording. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. Okay, I don't know. But since I can't remember, I also sorry that my descriptions were so bad, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please don't forget to like this video, comment down below anything, or like what were your favorite childhood movies, or if any of the movies that I mentioned were your favorite childhood movies as well. And also, oh yeah, also